Nuggets of Knowledge is a series where I give you little bits of information that the pros have that you can use in your own games to make yourself a better player and increase your win rate. I'm going to start off with the classic Dust 2 and this utility set that Vice does, because I love it, because all you need to do is tell the Starvin of your team, run it long with your spawn and throw a grenade into that double doors, and you're going to do the rest, because all you need to do is run out of spawn, get yourself into this corner, find this little gap on the corrugated iron and do a jump throw. And then all you're going to do is come here and simply flash behind your teammates. You can see the timing on this. There's the flash that goes off and the smoke lands slightly after. So if your teammate just throws the nade to hit anyone running out nice and early, you can then flash behind them and they can come out and fight together. If you've got a particularly cooperative teammate, you can tell them to also molly behind the blue bin, but good luck finding one of those. For Ancient, I'm going to use Carrigan as an example of how to control this cave, heaven, mid area of the map. And it all starts with this Molotov here, which cuts off the T's entrance from B into this cave area of the map. It allows you to move in like Carrigan did here, even drop a smoke down on top of that Molotov and really slow down the opposition. So it all starts with this Molotov. We're going to run to this wall ASAP out of spawn, and you're going to aim in between this marking on the blue edging and this on the gray, aim in the middle of there and jump. Run through. So it's going to look a little bit like this. You're going to come in, aim there, and do a running jump through. You should bounce off this and land and spread quite nicely, stopping the T's doing what they want to do. You can then come into here if your team is struggling with middle, smoke this off, wait for it to pop, and even peek into middle. Potentially go for a pick there if that's where the T side is working a lot of the time. Or if they're doing what Heroic were doing here, where they are smoking off the molly and running through it and not respecting it, you can combo it with a grenade like you see Carrigan doing here. He actually threw his a little bit high. I think just a misthrow in this particular round. But basically what's going to happen is after you throw a Molotov, you're going to end up in a position like this. You're just going to aim there and do a little bit of a running throw like that. So again, it'll look a little bit like this. You'll come running in, get your grenade out, toss it like that. And you can see it land right on top like that. You can see mine actually a little bit lower than Carrigan's, so you do even more damage than he did in this particular round. For Anubis, we're going to talk about this utility set here to get control of the bridge, middle, double doors area of the map. You can see Xcloud using it against FaZe, which involves a smoke, a molly, and even a nade if they're trying to counter smoke you out of this position. You can see it probably should have caught Skulls off guard here. The way you're going to do this one is you're going to find yourself in mid and you're going to find this box leading up to this bridge area. You're going to find the dot on here and you're going to very gently hit W as you jump up here and get on top of this box like so. You're then going to find this latch on the gate and you're going to aim right there under the bottom of it and you're going to do your jump throw. And that's for the Molotov. You can see it's going to land like this and push anyone else like it did Skulls. Be aware it does sometimes miss this corner. You can see I can actually stand here safely. So just be aware of that. A lot of the time that corner is not hit by this Molotov. But basically you can see how it works is after you've thrown this smoke to get control of this area and that Molotov lands, it forces the CTs back out double door. And once they're out there, they have two places they have to look. They now have to watch this smoke entrance and they also have to watch this, which makes things quite awkward for them. Where are they going to get pop flash from? Where can they get taken from? And they really actually have to fall back to probably more positions like these to watch middle. And once they're in those positions, if you're able to smoke them off or just flash them and peek them and push them off these single angles they can hold, you're going to force them to bring two defenders to this area of the map, and the rest of the map's going to really open up for you. On Inferno, I've just got a simple little pop flash for you from Brolin to come through the coffin smoke and fight with your team on really nice timing. The best thing about this one is you can just run through. You don't have to think about when your flash is going to pop or dodge it or anything. Just come to this area of the map, hold the right click, aim anywhere around here. It doesn't have to be super specific, but hit that and come running through the smoke and go for that gunfight. You should probably know a smoke from this area because it's not going to be quite as effective if you don't get a nice smoke off. But once you've done that, you can do exactly what I said. Come running through and fight anyone trying to entry. Obviously, the T side is going to be trying entry out nice and wide, and you can see this flash is going to get them basically the whole way up here. So it's going to be pretty nice from that point of view. Just make sure to let your teammate know if they're playing new box or something, because if that happens to them, they're going to be pretty unhappy with you. If you're playing against a particularly pesky drop player, this Molotov that Vitality use might be useful, where you can molly just outside of drop, trapping that player in there, letting your teammates quickly flash and hopefully fight him together while he's stuck in there, or force him to run out through the Molotov where he's going to take a lot of damage. Now, the way to do that is to come running into main, find this sign that says gas, and just run up to the middle of it. You're then going to aim here on the ceiling, which is just, it's around this area. It's easy to work out your crosshair. I line it up with this bit on the edge of my crosshair, but you're going to line up like that. You're going to crouch down, and the throw is going to go like that. Realistically, I just hit that perfectly. More realistically, it's going to land outside like this. But what this does is it traps him inside here. So he's stuck playing these angles, so he can't leave, he's going to take damage. Your team can flash, double peek him, and potentially kill him being stuck in there. The counterplay, as you saw Munzi do, is just to smoke this off as you're coming in here. You can take the angle all you want and fall away safely, but realistically, that's probably not happening in matchmaking or face-it gameplay. On Mirage, if you know the enemy short player really likes playing out short and aggressive in middle, this Molotov's a great one to know, that heroic throw, where it lands on short, trapping anyone that's in the ladder room or out on short away from helping the B player as your team exits B. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to run up the B halls, obviously, and you're going to find this area here next to the gate. You're going to walk up to it, and you're going to find this little curve bit on the floor that I'm looking at now, and just stand on top of that. You're going to turn around, find this corrugated piece of iron, and you're just going to aim slightly off to the right of this bit here, and it's just going to be a jump throw simply from there. You can see it's going to bounce there, drop that down there, and it's going to isolate this player on site, such as you saw happen to Carrigan in this game here, where none of his teammates could get to him, and he was simply traded as heroic exec B. On Nuke, the best policy is to know all the outside smokes yourself, and we're going to use the spirit combination that you see Zontix using here, where he's able to get all 3 smokes down from the same location. You're going to do it even faster than him though, so that your teammates aren't waiting around outside. The way you're going to do that is you're going to be in spawn, you're going to say, hey boys, drop all your smokes right there on that shadow. You're going to come out of spawn and you're going to lodge yourself in here, and the 3 smokes you're going to do go a little bit like this. You're going to aim just at the bottom and off to the right of that pillar there. You're then going to aim at the bottom of the 3rd pillar, and then you're going to tap W as you jump through this one in the middle there. And that's going to create a blanket wall across here for the CTs, and you can see they can't see anything. This smoke overfills here, these smokes join together, and there's not a single gap. Your team can sneak down outside, you can even sneak into the smokes and go for some kind of annex split if you've got the door control, and it really opens up the options you can help your team have in these games where not everyone's going to know the smokes for Nuke. Thank you all for watching. If you learned something new, please like and subscribe.